This is the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
You're inside Jamaica Magazine.
Encouraging the information flow, sharing the news and views you need to know.
We are building an informed Jamaica every day.
Listening to what you say.
Former Prime Minister to head CARICOM's long-term Haiti recovery plan. Hello and welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Alison Watson. Top stories today. Finance Minister tells tax cheats beware. Another major tremor rocks Haiti. And Christian missionaries arrive on bookship in Montego Bay. Also in today's magazine, highlights from the work of the Industry, Investment and Commerce Ministry in 2009. And how you can help the people of Haiti. Stay with us. The details of the news when Jamaica Magazine returns.
Broken homes, broken people, desolation, desperation. Just 300 miles away, our brothers and sisters in Haiti are crying for help, our help, your help. Join the JIS and the ODPEM as we collect canned food and other non-perishable items for the earthquake victims in Haiti. Their lives depend on it. Leave your donations at the JIS, 58A Halfway Tree Road, Kingston 10, Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Or take your gifts to the ODPEM, 2 to 4 Haining Road, Kingston 5, Monday to Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or make cash donations at any branch of NCB, account number 212387304. Together we can make a difference. Together we can help Haiti.
And now the news. Former Jamaica Prime Minister, the Most Honourable P.J. Patterson, has been selected to represent CARICOM on a coordinating committee to organise an international conference to plan for Haiti's reconstruction. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Bruce Golding in a statement to Parliament yesterday.
After consulting with the chairman of CARICOM, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, as well as Prime Ministers Patrick Manning of Trinidad and Tobago, David Thompson of Barbados, and Hubert Ingraham of the Bahamas, I was authorized to invite former Prime Minister P.J. Patterson to be CARICOM's representative on this committee, and I'm pleased to advise that Mr. Patterson has, without hesitation, accepted the assignment.
Mr. Golding was reporting on his trip to the Dominican Republic on Monday. He was invited to a meeting chaired by the President, Leonel Fernandez. Prime Minister Golding says that meeting, also attended by Haitian President René Préval, discussed coordinating emergency relief efforts and focused on the challenges for Haiti's recovery and rebuilding. Mr. Golding says the coordinating committee was decided on at the meetings. The international conference is to be held in the Dominican Republic. It will include representatives of Haiti, the Dominican Republic, the USA, Canada, Brazil, Mexico, the United Nations, CARICOM, European Union, the Organization of American States, the Rio Group, and the Inter-American Development Bank. The committee will hold its first meeting in Montreal, Canada next Monday, coinciding with a donors conference on Haiti convened by the Government of Canada.
The coordinating committee will designate a working group to prepare the draft strategic plan for the reconstruction of Haiti. This plan will be informed by the long-term objectives outlined in the UN Millennium Development Goals, as well as Haiti's National Strategy for Growth and Poverty Reduction, and the World Bank's policy paper, Options and Opportunities for Haiti.
Multilaterals have been responding to Haiti's plight. A grant of $100 million has been approved by the World Bank for urgent infrastructure rehabilitation. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Golding has responded to concerns that Haitians could flock the country. Mr. Golding says the government has made arrangements to deal with the possible arrival of Haitians.
They will be processed They will be confined within designated facilities. They will be required to undergo medical screening and treatment where necessary, and they'll be provided with temporary accommodation and care until they can be returned to their homeland.
The pace of reconstruction in Haiti, he says, will determine the extent to which Haitians will feel the need to flee their own country.
While they may not fall within the United Nations Convention definition of refugees, they constitute a humanitarian cause to which, if the occasion arises, we are obliged to respond appropriately.
An action plan for the treatment of such persons has been drafted by the Ministry of Health and disseminated to the relevant agencies. He says government will seek help from international agencies and donor countries if necessary. A powerful aftershock struck Haiti at about 6 o'clock this morning, shaking more rubble from damaged buildings and sending screaming people running into the streets. It had a magnitude of 6.1. It has been 8 days since the country's capital, Port-au-Prince, was devastated by a quake which measured 7.0. According to reports from Haiti, this morning's tremor was the largest of more than 40 significant aftershocks that have followed the first quake last week. The full extent of additional damages or injuries is not yet clear. According to the European Union Commission, last week's magnitude 7 quake killed an estimated 200,000 people in Haiti. 250,000 people were injured and 1.5 million are now homeless. And in other news, Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Audley Shaw, says the government is pushing ahead with its drive to increase tax compliance. He says it is time for Jamaicans to share the tax burden because the country has reached its taxable limit.
You have a pool of maybe at least 300,000 people out there who ought to be paying some income taxes, making their contribution, and they're not doing that.
Minister Shaw was addressing bondholders at the Bank of Jamaica in Kingston yesterday. The bondholders are being invited to forfeit some of the interest on their domestic bonds.
We are asking all of our stakeholders at every level to take an average 30% cut in the income on interest that you would earn in the next fiscal year. That's what we're asking you to do. And we are saying to you that it is not only timely, it is vital to the success of the economy going forward.
The Finance and the Public Service Minister told bondholders that the main objective of the government's Jamaica Debt Exchange Program is to put the country's economy on a solid foundation.
What we have to do is to preserve our country, preserve our financial system, preserve our capital market so that you can continue to contribute to national development. You can continue to purchase government bonds, albeit at lower interest rates. But you can continue in a part of a system that is sustainable.
The Jamaica Debt Exchange Program is a new debt management initiative. It involves the voluntary exchange of existing local government bonds for new bonds with the same principal value but for lower interest and longer maturities. Officials leading the government's public sector transformation program say their job is not to simply cut public sector posts. Patricia Sinclair McCalla heads the public sector transformation unit, and businessman Peter Moses chairs the consultative monitoring committee. Speaking at a JIS think tank session yesterday, they sought to dispel the notion that they are chief cutters.
Where we are going with this project, it's an efficiency project as far as we are concerned. How do we find more efficiencies within the public sector and then let everything after that follow? If you were to just say you wanted to be a chief cutter, it would be a very easy task. You could do that in a matter of a month. You wouldn't need my committee if that was the approach. The government would just have to say, well, how much money we want to save, how many people does that equate to, so we have to get rid of 30,000 people, send out a dictate, and to be very frank with you, to be a very short-term benefit.
Mrs. Sinclair McCalla says there has been no IMF directive to cut public sector jobs.
What was proposed in terms of the discussions is a lowering of the public sector wage bill in relation to GDP to below 10%. At this time, it's above 10%, and what was